Now at 6 o'clock, hundreds of thousands of dollars tossed out a car window on a busy interstate in Oregon, but this was no mistake.
Well, some mild evening here locally ahead with a shower or two possible. Jason Valentine will get you ready for the weekend. This first alert weather forecast.
Now, KVEW local news at 6.
Thank you so much for joining us this evening. I'm Madeline Hagan.
And I'm Alyssa Warner. We begin tonight with an hours-long standoff that ended with one person in custody. The Benton County Sheriff's Office got a call from a home in Findlay around 7 this morning. Police say a person accused of pointing a weapon at someone else, then firing it, was barricaded inside of a residence. Law enforcement called on SWAT to boost their response. The man eventually surrendered and another person inside of the house was released. Lieutenant Mike Clark with the Benton County Sheriff's Office says this was a typical SWAT response with a good ending.
The vast majority of the time they are resolved fairly early on and without uses of force or anything of that nature, and that was similar to the incident here. Is you kind of see that show of force that shows up, as do the suspects that are inside, and realize that it's not just patrol guys. This isn't just going to walk away and leave, and so then they usually decide to give up at that point.
Police say there were no injuries in this incident, and a neighbor told KAPP-KVEW's Riley Fitzgerald the neighborhood has been dealing with crime in this area for more than 3 decades.
A follow-up tonight to a deadly crash last year in Richland. According to the Benton County Prosecuting Attorney's Office, Johnny Alexandro Glenn pleaded guilty Wednesday to 1 count of vehicular homicide while under the influence. That includes an enhancement for having a prior DUI. According to the prosecutor's office, Glenn was driving southbound on George Washington Way in February of 2022 when he drove into oncoming traffic and struck another vehicle head-on. The crash killed Glenn's passenger, Ernesto Moreno Madrigal. Toxicology showed Glenn was under the influence of meth and fentanyl. The judge sentenced him to 8.5 years behind bars.
We are 10 days from the end of the Washington State legislative session, and this morning, Governor Inslee signed a number of bills that have already gotten full approval from state lawmakers. Many of these bills were designed to fine-tune current state law, like one proposal that's intended to protect people from being blackmailed over nudes.
Currently, Washington law allows a victim to pursue civil legal action only if their intimate images were disclosed without their consent. Now victims can pursue civil legal action when someone threatens to disclose these images as well.
Governor Inslee is scheduled to take action on another series of bills coming up tomorrow morning. A Kennewick vet tech and clinic manager is accused of stealing nearly $500,000 from her employer.
Tonight we're learning more about the alleged theft from Horse Heaven Hills Pet Urgent Care in Kennewick and what prompted this investigation.
Court documents state the owner of the pet clinic hired an accounting firm to improve business productivity and financial success in January of this year. In late March, the CPA presented findings to the owner showing cash income produced by the business did not align with bank statements indicating employee embezzlement. They found $470,082.47 was unaccounted for. The CPA firm reported the trail of missing money began in 2019 with about $2,500 that year and escalated from there. The owner reported to Kennewick Police that vet tech and practice manager Christina Ripplinger was the only person beside herself who had access to the clinic's cash and lockbox where money is stored. The owner stated Ripplinger was responsible for reconciliation and bank deposits. Documents state the clinic's owner looked at surveillance footage from early April that shows Ripplinger taking cash out of the business money bag and putting it into her purse. On Tuesday of this week, Ripplinger was interviewed by Kennewick Police. She claimed the money was used to cover personal expenses, but she originally planned to pay it all back. That never happened. Ripplinger was arrested and booked into the Benton County Jail for theft in the first degree, a Class B felony.
And she has made her first court appearance, but so far no date has been set for her arraignment.
All right, let's talk about weather. We're seeing some beautiful sunshine across the region today, and it really did warm up quickly once the sun came out. Jason Valentine has a look at what to expect for this evening.
Good Thursday evening, everyone. Hope you've had a wonderful day today and a beautiful day, though we're seeing a chance of shower activity into our evening hours. But other than that, pretty calm conditions. Now we're going to cool down yet again, a chilly morning for you tomorrow, but tomorrow should be just gorgeous. Lower 60s, so we're slightly warming up into our weekend, and ample sunshine throughout our areas tomorrow. Though we do have a chance of seeing a little bit of shower activity returning as we get to Saturday morning into the late morning hours. So we're keeping a close eye on that. We are going to be warming up for our weekend, but we're going to be just right around our average temperatures, mid to lower 60s. So we're still staying cooler than usual for this time of year, though we'll match it this weekend, but we're going to cool back down into our next work week. So folks, a beautiful day today, and again, a little bit of shower activity possible, just like last night, tonight. But as we head into our weekend, it should be nice for travelers and nice temperature-wise as well. All of your full forecast coming up, but for right now, let's send it back to you.
Thanks, Jason. A case out of Kennewick where police are searching for a suspect accused of trying to get into people's cars.
KAPP-KVEW's Riley Fitzgerald says car theft and break-in prevention is as easy as pressing a button.
Around 3 a.m. Thursday, a Kennewick resident called the police to say a man was trying door handles on various cars to see if any were unlocked. KPD were able to locate the suspect, but found the car he was driving had a license plate stolen out of Richland. He drove away, and police say they couldn't pursue.
The vehicle actually almost hit our patrol cars. They attempted to stop the vehicle, and the vehicle didn't. They were able to grab a plate. However, the plate ended up being a stolen license plate out of Richland. So not a license plate matching the vehicle being driven by the suspect.
Vehicle prowls are a serious problem, and with warmer weather coming up, police are warning people to be vigilant because summer has proven to be the top season for car thefts and break-ins.
If we lock up our cars, the chances of our cars getting prowled is lower. If we make sure that there's no valuables visible in our car, make sure our garage door openers aren't left in our car outside of our garage, those are two more things that's going to make it less desirable for a criminal to break into our cars.
Sometimes the most effective method of prevention is the simplest. In
houses, you can turn on the lights and lock your doors to help prevent burglaries. Again, police are still looking for the suspect involved in this morning's car prowl. They say he was driving a newer model Kia Sportage with a license plate that, as you heard, was stolen out of Richland.
Now a focus on the environment. New at 6 o'clock, Washington Fish and Wildlife says workers have collected 600 tires from the Columbia Basin Wildlife Area. The agency says someone dumped the tires there over a 2-year period. Fish and Wildlife says the tires will be recycled. Now the agency suggests the obvious solution: search online for locations to properly dispose of tires instead of dumping them. And if you do have tires to get rid of, here's a viable option. Benton County Mosquito Control has announced Earth Month activities in Tri-Cities. A tire recycling event takes place on Saturday, April 22nd from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Benton County Mosquito Control. That's on Van Giesen in West Richland. And according to a Facebook page from the Control District, only 20 tires will be accepted per household.
A full closure takes place tomorrow on the bombing range and Keene Road's roundabout modification project, also in West Richland. The intersection closure begins tomorrow night at 7. It ends at 4 o'clock Monday morning, April 17th. You will see detour signs around that closure for the roundabout modification project. Workers will completely remove the roundabout and replace it with an intersection and a traffic signal. The rest of the project will happen in phases. It's scheduled to wrap up by next October.
U.S. Cellular has donated, go ahead, Alyssa.
They've donated 400 wireless hotspots. Those are valued at nearly $500,000. The YWCA of Yakima as part of its after-school access project. These personal hotspots come with 2 years of free service that enable victims of domestic violence and their children to have access to the internet no matter where they are. Kids who might not have access to other resources will be able to use these to do their homework and have a way to communicate no matter where they go.
It doesn't matter what it is, but just somebody you can get a hold of and connect with to engage in dialogue if you needed to, right? Whether you're in an emergency or not.
U.S. Cellular says those hotspots have been delivered to the YWCA. Families should start getting them soon.
That's fantastic. Very good to get a connection to everyone who needs it.
Absolutely. A good way to take a step forward.
Most definitely. Well, the Pasco School District officially held a ribbon cutting this afternoon to celebrate their new Early Learning Center. It technically opened back in January. The Lakeview Early Learning Center is designed to hold a pre-K program to give children as young as 3 a jump start on getting ready for school. There are some requirements families have to meet to be eligible for the program. We're talking more about that and hearing from district officials coming up tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest, which begins at 5 a.m. Should be a good one.
Good to see that. And of course, we have so many people moving to the Tri-Cities. We need more of these education opportunities.
Ever growing, absolutely.
All right, they provide oxygen, they brighten up our surroundings. We're observing International Plant Day with guidance for keeping them green and growing. That's coming up.
And a wild incident unfolds on a stretch of I-5 in Oregon. A driver tosses thousands of dollars right out the window while he says this was no accident.
And a sign of spring preparing for the start of fishing season. You're watching KAPP Local News at 6.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through June 30th, receive rebates up to $2,100 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
When it comes to supplying the farm, come to Northwest Farm Supply. Your hometown store has a wide selection of everything egg related. Plus, we're the largest Purina dealer in Hermiston. Products you trust from people who care. Northwest Farm Supply in Prosser, Hermiston, and Othello.
Your roof protects your home and family every day. Shouldn't it be the best roof possible? With Air Roofing, a family-owned business in Prosser, you'll see why our customer reviews speak for themselves. No job too small, big enough to take care of your roofing needs. Air Roofing, a company built on quality and reputation.
At the Blue Mountain Station Cooperative in Dayton, Washington, we offer you the Pacific Northwest's finest local products. Fresh baked goods, locally grown produce, artisan cheese, fresh roasted coffee, wine, honey, and so much more. We invite you to explore Dayton today.
There's no other word quite like home, because it's more than any specific place. It could be in the team spirit that keeps your heart pounding the whole drive over the mountains. It could be in the friendships that make you able to laugh at yourself. It's a feeling, a belonging, and that's really different for everyone. So while we can't define what home is to you, what we can do is help you get there.
Find your way home today in a new Mazda from McCurley Mazda.
Hi everyone watching at home. We're here to remind you that if you or someone you know were injured in an accident that was not your fault, listen up. We have live agents available right now to answer your questions and tell you how much your case is potentially worth. Hi, I'm Gina Bellich, here with spokesman and TV personality Tom Mustin with us in the Help Center. So Tom, phones are really busy over there. Tell us what kind of calls you're seeing.
Well, Gina, first off, thank you for having me here in the call center with you. We always enjoy talking to the viewers and getting folks the compensation that they deserve. You know, we're seeing calls about all kinds of accidents, but the most common by far has been car accidents. So if you or someone you know were injured in an accident that was not your fault, give us a call right now. You'll speak with a live person. They'll answer any questions you have and tell you if you have a case and how much your case is potentially worth.
Thanks, Tom. All right, folks at home, you heard it. Take advantage of this opportunity and call now.
It's spring in the Pacific Northwest, and that means lakes, rivers, fishing, hiking, and so much more. But each spring, weather can change fast. And to stay safe when you're outdoors, you need a forecast you can trust. At KVEW First Alert Weather, our advanced technology, along with our knowledge of how to use it, gives us a big advantage in keeping you informed. And when you're informed, I know that I'm doing my job.
We're on air, online, and on the go with our mobile app. First Alert Weather from KAPP Local News, helping keep you and your family safe. Portion of KAPP sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
A well-known spot for anglers in Richland has now been closed to unauthorized vehicles. We've told you about Bushwhacker Trail Road before. Over the years, more and more people have used it to dump garbage and other illegal activities. The city of Richland announced on Facebook this week the gravel path will be closed to traffic indefinitely due to vandalism and trash. This area located next to Y Park is still open to foot traffic and those in the area for recreational use like fishing and kayaking.
New at 6, a sign of spring. The opening day of fishing season is next weekend. According to Washington Fish and Wildlife, staff at the Ringgold Springs Hatchery near Mattawa are stocking the Columbia River with coho and steelhead smolts. These small fish should eventually make for exciting catches when the season opens. And the houseplant industry bloomed during the pandemic, and many plant parents have stuck with it if you haven't killed your plants already.
I've killed so many plants. Today, for International Plant Appreciation Day, KAPP-KVEW's Emily Goodell went to a local plant shop to ask for their best plant care guidance.
Cameo Flower Shop is a business with deep roots in the Yakima community.
The shop has been here since 1924, so it's almost its 100th birthday coming up here next year.
Selling plants that bring beauty to the community.
You bring a little bit of nature inside. It's something to care for and something to kind of love. They say that plants are basically like the new pets now, and I fully believe that.
That care starts with picking out the plants.
I would check for basically brown spotting on the leaves. That's usually a sign of disease.
Then when you get it home, it's important to quarantine it and keep it away from your other plants so that if you did miss a pest or a disease, that it doesn't spread to all the rest of your plants. Some plants require close attention.
So it's kind of just finding the balance of watering, humidity levels, and just knowing the plant that you have.
Others want to be left alone.
Plants do tend to like a little bit of neglect.
Check the pot to see if it has drainage holes, and if it doesn't,
it can actually just seep to the bottom of the container and sit there, and it will basically rot the roots.
Springtime, a good time to repot.
If you see a lot of roots coming out from the bottom, that's a good sign that you're going to need to repot it. When they're tangled up within the container, it's time to go up the next size.
And don't forget to fertilize.
With the soil being watered, on a frequent basis, it loses a lot of nutrients that way, and so it's going to need some extra food.
If your plants keep dying, don't give up.
They say the best plant owners are the ones that have actually killed the most plants. So it's all about just kind of dipping your toes in, just kind of trying it out, and it's nothing to be ashamed of.
In Yakima, Emily Goodell, KAPP-KVEW Local News.
Now, KAPP-KVEW First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Thursday evening, everyone. Again, hope you had a wonderful day today, and hope you have a great weekend planned. It should be pretty nice, so maybe a little shower activity. So today, nice but chilly. We're still well below our averages for this time of year. Small showers are possible, but it is warmer this weekend. Just not as warm as we were thinking even just yesterday. So I'll get to that in my forecast coming up. But let's take a look at the futurecast. We just have little bips and bobs of shower activity in our region. Those are going to be moving out, though we could see just a hint of precipitation in the Pendleton, Walla Walla areas or the foothills of the Blues in our overnight period. But for your Friday itself, we are seeing mostly sunny skies. It is going to be a gorgeous Friday, start to your weekend. But as we get into Saturday morning, we could see just a hint of shower activity in Ellensburg and Yakima to start your morning. Then it'll fan out a bit into the Tri-Cities, Blue Mountain region. And again, these showers are going to be very, very quick, so shouldn't really disrupt too many plans. And as we head on into Saturday evening, things will settle down. Just maybe a little bit of cloud coverage as we get to the evening hours. But really great traveling conditions for your weekend. And if you're going to be outside, just keep an eye out for maybe a shower or two. So our temperature trend, this is for the Tri-Cities, averages around 66 degrees for this time of year. We're going to be right at it for our weekend. So for all of our cities, at worst, upper 50s for your weekend, mid to lower 60s for the rest of our cities. But then we'll be cooling down into our next work week. And this has, again, been the pattern since late March, where we're just a little bit off our temperatures and warming up a bit for our weekend. So winds today, they were around 10 mile per hour or so, a little bit of breezy conditions. They're going to slow down into our weekend. But as we move into the next work week, we are going to be seeing winds starting on Sunday, right around 10 mile per hour. So a little bit of breezy conditions into your next work week, but no real wind events and no real rain events look to be on the horizon. So our highs still well below our average for this time of year for Yakima, 63. Overnights with those mostly clear skies will be very chilly overnight. For the Tri-Cities, 7 degrees off our average, but right at it for our overtime low. So our countdown, tax day, folks, is next week on your Tuesday. That's 5 days away. 2 weeks away from the NFL draft right here on KAPP KVEW ABC. Always looking forward to that, and the coverage will last through that weekend. And Mother's Day, just a month away. So in our overnight period, we are going to be mostly calm and pretty darn nice. We are going to see right around the freezing mark for the Yakima Valley and Kittitas Valley areas. A little bit warmer for the Mid-Columbia and the Blue Mountain region. As we head into our Friday, should be a very, very nice day and more sunshine in the morning hours. Lower 60s, mid to upper 50s as we slowly warm up towards our weekend. 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. And again, more sunshine than not for the week ahead. And again, a scant amount of showers in and out. And that looks to be the pattern where we could see just a quick shower or two. But as I said, no real rain or precipitation events on the way. Besides our weekend, we're going to remain right around that 60-degree mark. Overnight lows are well above the freezing mark. In the Yakima region, mid-50s pretty much, mid to upper 50s besides our weekend coming up. But again, more sunshine on the way. So folks, a pretty darn nice day today, and we're going to have an even better Friday on the way tomorrow.
Our exclusive with bride-to-be Vanessa Hudgens.
Are you in the thick of wedding planning right now?
It's a lot more than I expected it to be.
Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on KAPP KVEW.
At West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, we are open from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m., Monday through Friday, plus Saturdays for when the week gets to be too full. West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco. Stunning smiles for the whole family.
Hepatitis C? Don't just treat it. Crush it with Maverick.
Conquer it with Maverick.
Cure it with Maverick. Maverick cures all types of Hep C.
In only 8 weeks.
The virus multiplies daily and can damage the liver over time. Maverick stops Hep C and cures it. If you've had hepatitis B, it may flare up and cause serious liver problems during and after treatment. Tell your doctor if you've had Hep B, a liver or kidney transplant, other liver problems, HIV, other medical conditions, and all your medicines. Do not take Maverick with atazanavir or rifampin. Report right away yellow skin, stomach pain or swelling, confusion and bleeding or bruising.
Hep C? Crush it with Maverick.
Conquer it.
Cure it in only 8 weeks. See Hep C gone with Maverick.
Ask your doctor about Maverick. AbbVie could help you save.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. I end up going to a dentist and he wants to charge over $600 for a night guard. That's when I found this, the Brux night guard. This was a game changer. It's smaller than other night guards that I tried, which is a good thing because it doesn't make me gag. It could fit on the top or the bottom of the teeth. It's lightweight and super comfortable. Now the Brux Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brux Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to bruxnightguard.com and order yours today. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Go to bruxnightguard.com and use the promo code to activate your special TV offer. That's bruxnightguard.com. Order today and take advantage of this special TV offer. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Put some spring into your step with Great Floors. Shop exclusive specials throughout our showroom on carpet, luxury vinyl, and cultivated wood. Save on Karastan carpet, only $20.23 for a whole home installation. Our huge selection and expert team are here to help you recreate the perfect look and feel of your home. Great Floors offers 12-month 0% financing, so you are free to select the exact flooring you want. Visit a showroom today and live life on Great Floors.
Coming up tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest, I'll tell you about a local winery owner who's also skilled with a paintbrush and how she's brought those two worlds together. And Jason will get you ready for your weekend with his First Alert weather forecast.
Well, tonight, kind of a bizarre story new at 6. A car driving down I-5 in Oregon released thousands of dollars in cash.
Why weren't we there when this happened? This happened earlier this week in Eugene, Oregon. Police say a 38-year-old man withdrew the money from his family's bank account and let it go out the window.
Now, of course, that attracted the attention of other drivers, some of whom stopped to grab the cash. People, please do not cause a traffic disruption on I-5. Just don't. Police say they could have charged this man with a crime.
The most likely thing that he could have been charged with in a situation like that where there is danger being created because of his actions is disorderly conduct. Potentially reckless endangering, but most likely disorderly conduct. And I know the troopers considered charging him with that or arresting him with that, but in conversation with him, they elected not to.
Now, the family wants their money back. They're acknowledging this is a long shot, but they're asking anybody who found the cash to turn it in because they say they still need it.
Sounds like there's a bit more of a situation to this, Alyssa, than we're hearing. Well, a law officer on scene said there's not much officers can do for the man's family since they shared the account. Authorities say the man told them he was doing well and he wanted to share the money with others.
A nice gesture, but again, don't do it on the highway.
Not on the highway, probably not on any roadway for that matter.
That's a good policy.
We'll be right back with more after the break. Oh, no, we're not.
Portion of KAPP sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Whether you're looking for your next houseplant, getting those spring flowers in the ground, or planting your dream garden landscape, Queensgate Gardens is the place to go. Queensgate Gardens in Richland. Let's grow together.
Homeowners, Washington is moving to renewable power. Consider an investment in green energy. Rooftop solar with Solar Power Northwest, a true one-stop shop. Solar Power Northwest, a better way to solar.
At Vapiano, we invite you to slow down, enjoy the journey. Make a reservation today. Taste wine where it's created. Sample a variety of wines from Sauvignon Blanc, Cabernet Sauvignon, Syrah, and make it a day to remember. Vapiano Estates, Walla Walla.
Shelter. Out here, it's the most important thing. But the good thing is, my Ford F-150 provides enough power to keep working.
Get a great deal on an F-150, only at your local Ford dealer.
Come shop the largest selection of RVs in the Tri-Cities at Appleway RV. Save big on Class A's, Class C's, travel trailers, toy haulers, and fifth wheels. Shop America's top brands, Rockwood, Tiffin, Newmar, Dynamax, and more. With a huge selection of pre-owned RVs. Plus, get maximum value for your trade. All with no payments for 90 days. Come shop the clearance event at Appleway RV Pasco.
Make your first move with battery power made by Steel. Right now, save $50 on the FSA 57 battery trimmer. Real Steel. Find yours.
My relationship with Make-A-Wish began 14 years ago. We cumulatively now have a total of $1.14 million we've done for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. I'm lucky to have a position that affords me the opportunity to support the community. And for me, I want the customer's buying experience to be just that. Understanding what their motivation is and also knowing that the activity they're having with me is going to have a direct reflect on what we're going to do with Make-A-Wish for the calendar year.
Find your way home in a new Subaru from McCurley Subaru.
You are our winner of $1,000 to help out Mustangs for Mustangs.
Thank you so much. $1,000, that's food for 6 families for a week.
Please tell us a story of someone you believe is making an impact.
This is Pierce's last day? Oh God, I hate that. I have a history of spiraling when people leave me.
Dr. Pierce, this is Nola. She has a giant tumor which has completely taken over her heart.
Blood pressure's soaring. There's no margin for error.
Let's do it.
You challenge me. You inspire me. Come with me to Chicago.
That sound. Wolves. Boy, they sound hungry.
Load up, wolves!
Good thing this Ford Explorer has Sync 3 technology. Keeps them entertained on the way to dinner.
Get a great deal on an Explorer, only at your local Ford dealer.
New at 6, the city of Richland now calling for artists in Benton, Franklin, and Walla Walla counties. The city's art commission wants digital artwork to install on a new fitness court planned for Howard Amon Park. The mural will be printed digitally on high-quality anti-graffiti laminated vinyl. It will go up on the backside of the training wall. The front side will feature 4 small zones of artwork and will frame the instructions for using the new fitness court. The deadline for submissions is May 1st. The city will pay the selected artists $5,000 for the completed design and installation. When the new fitness court gets installed, it can be used for a full body workout completed in just 7 minutes. Hopefully just in time for the warm weather too.
Just in time for the warm weather. And 7 minutes sounds like about my speed.
Absolutely. And the amount of time we have in the day to squeeze in a workout.
A new information tonight in the investigation into leaked intelligence. Authorities have now identified and arrested a person of interest.
Plus, crooks after your money and personal information. Why you'll want to pay very close attention to debit and credit point of purchase machines the next time you swipe your card.
And we now have an idea of how many tropical storms will develop when the Atlantic hurricane season begins. The news at 6:30 starts right now.
Now, KAPP local news at 6:30.
And developing news tonight in the case of highly classified military documents that were leaked online.
Today, federal agents arrested a 21-year-old Massachusetts Air National Guardsman. On the surface, he might seem like an unlikely person of interest for what the Associated Press calls the highest profile intelligence leak in years. ABC's Rena Roy is tracking the latest.
A dramatic arrest caught on camera in connection with the Pentagon's leaked documents probe. A man walking out of a Massachusetts home with his hands above his head before he's handcuffed and taken into custody.
Today, the Justice Department arrested Jack Douglas Teixeira in connection with an investigation into alleged unauthorized removal, retention, and transmission of classified national defense information.
The National Guard telling ABC they're aware of the investigation into the Guardsmen, saying they take it very seriously and will support investigators. This comes after a teen whose identity was withheld spoke with the Washington Post with permission from his mother, claiming to know the alleged leaker.
First found out that these were made public. It felt like my heart was beating out of its chest. I could not believe that this was happening. We didn't realize the sheer, just immense nature of these leaks.
The teen calling the leaker OG, telling the paper he did not want to disclose OG's identity, location, or military base where he says he works. Instead, describing OG as a charismatic, gun-loving gamer in his early to mid-20s, saying OG began posting classified information to Discord last fall. Their invite-only group with roughly 24 members around the globe was reportedly passionate about guns, military gear, and God.
The documents were often listed as Ukraine versus Russia at first. However, it slowly spiraled into just intelligence about everything.
Those documents rapidly spreading across similar groups, causing a global diplomatic fallout. According to the Post, it's unlikely the leaker intended the information to spread further than that original Discord group. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Now, one of the big questions has been how someone so young had access to such highly classified material. Today, a Pentagon spokesperson simply said that it's not uncommon for the military to trust very young service members with a lot of responsibility.
All right, let's take a look locally now at our weather. We're seeing some spring-like temperatures, some spring-like skies out there, but that does come with a chance of spring showers. Jason Valentine is tracking that in your First Alert forecast.
Good Thursday evening, everyone. Hope you've had a wonderful day today and a beautiful day, though we're seeing a chance of shower activity into our evening hours. But other than that, pretty calm conditions. Now we're going to cool down yet again. A chilly morning for you tomorrow, but tomorrow should be just gorgeous. Lower 60s, so we're slightly warming up into our weekend, and ample sunshine throughout our areas tomorrow. Though we do have a chance of seeing a little bit of shower activity returning as we get to Saturday morning into the late morning hours. So we're keeping a close eye on that. We are going to be warming up for our weekend, but we're going to be just right around our average temperatures, mid to lower 60s. So we're still staying cooler than usual for this time of year, though we'll match it this weekend, but we're going to cool back down into our next work week. So folks, a beautiful day today, and again, a little bit of shower activity possible, just like last night, tonight. But as we head into our weekend, it should be nice for travelers and nice temperature-wise as well. All of your full forecast coming up, but for right now, let's send it back to you.
Thanks, Jason. Now we have an idea of what to expect in the 2023 Atlantic hurricane season. Colorado State University released its forecast today, predicting 13 named storms, 6 hurricanes, and 2 major hurricanes reaching Category 3 or higher. The numbers fall slightly below the typical season average. This season could hold more uncertainty due to the weather phenomenon known as El Nino. This forecast is separate from the one issued by NOAA, but the Colorado State forecast comes out first and often parallels the NOAA forecast. The Atlantic hurricane season runs from June 1st to the end of November.
Opening arguments could begin as soon as Monday in Dominion Voting Systems' $1.6 billion defamation lawsuit against Fox News. This is a case that could have a huge impact on the way news is reported in the United States. ABC's Faith Abube is outside the courthouse in Wilmington, Delaware.
All eyes on a Delaware courthouse where the judge in the defamation case against Fox News has begun questioning prospective jurors behind closed doors. The conservative news network is being sued by Dominion Voting Systems for knowingly broadcasting false claims about the 2020 election and about its technology.
They have to prove by clear and convincing evidence that the management at Fox News, the folks who decided who to put on the air, knew that the statements about Dominion rigging the election were false.
As the trial got underway, Fox News releasing a statement saying in part, Dominion's lawsuit is a political crusade in search of a financial windfall, but the real cost would be cherished First Amendment rights. Dominion has obtained evidence from Fox, including text messages and emails that it says show Fox personalities rejecting the election conspiracies in private, but repeating them on the air. Judge Eric Davis has already ruled that Fox News cannot defend itself by arguing it was merely repeating allegations about Dominion's voting machines made by former President Donald Trump and his allies because they were newsworthy. He also ruled that the statements broadcasted by Fox were false.
They can't argue that it was true that Dominion machine stole this election. Instead, they have to focus narrowly on this issue of actual malice.
The judge also sanctioned Fox for belatedly turning over additional evidence, including a recording of Rudy Giuliani talking to Fox's Maria Bartiromo, which appeared to show that he did not have evidence to support the false conspiracy theories about Dominion. And the judge in this case is likely to appoint someone, a special master, to investigate whether Fox News has been truthful or negligent in its handling of all of this evidence in this case. In Wilmington, Delaware, Faith Abube, ABC News.
Well, a similar incident has happened in the Tri-Cities region before. A swatting hoax on Wednesday impacted more than 30 Washington school districts. That included schools in eastern Washington. An email sent to several school districts alleged bombs had been hidden in schools. The Davenport School District received one of those emails. That led to canceled classes. Within 20 minutes, bomb-sniffing dogs from Fairchild Air Force Base arrived at the schools. They did not find any explosive materials.
Again, we don't get these very often. I've been in this district for 11 years, and this is the first time that I can recall something like this happening. And I think that there's always a chance to learn from it. And I would rather be overcautious and err on that side of it than be wrong.
Local law enforcement officers say the threats were not credible. Lincoln County Sheriff's investigators are still working to determine who sent that email to the district. And it's a crime that's been showing up for years now. It can be difficult for police to trace.
Card skimmers are installed at checkout, giving criminals direct access to your payment information within just a matter of seconds. Kirsten O'Connor has a look at one skimmer found at a convenience store in North Idaho and what you need to know to avoid becoming a victim.
Skimmers uncovered in these TikTok videos.
Card skimmer.
They may look flimsy.
It clips right on there just like a cell phone case would. We call it an overlay device because it overlays right onto the point of sale terminals.
But these sophisticated devices can steal your info in one swipe and your PIN number.
It's got its own battery source. It's also Bluetooth.
All while the scammers sit in the parking lot.
And you're still able to buy your bag of chips at the store. You'd never know.
Detective Sergeant Neil Uhrig has been in digital forensics for about 10 years. He's holding the latest overlay skimmer found inside a Post Falls convenience store.
They will bring this device into the store, distract the cashier, and put this right over the top of the point of sale terminal. And this took all of but 10 seconds for them to install.
He says employees at the store found the skimmer about 18 hours after it was installed. But in some cases, skimmers have stayed hidden for weeks.
As I've had a number of our police officers say, hey, I was at that convenience store on that day using my card. So everyone can be victimized by this.
Branch manager Michael Whipple with Numerica Credit Union says their financial crimes investigation unit works with members as soon as they notice suspicious charges.
As long as we can make sure that it wasn't you and that you were scammed out of the money, we're going to be able to help you get that money back.
Sergeant Uhrig recommends contactless pay, either with your phone or with the tap to pay feature on your card. He says scammers haven't figured out how to steal that data yet.
As technology advances, scammers are going to learn to take advantage of us. Don't be afraid, though, when you're out at a store and you see something that doesn't look right, call it out. The only way it stops is if people are more vigilant about their monies.
That was Kirsten O'Connor reporting. Experts say if you're at the checkout and you notice the buttons on the keypad seem sticky, or if the terminal seems a little loose, those are both signs that something may be wrong. Alyssa, this is something we saw, I think, earlier this year at a Walmart in Richland. So, you know, it's always okay to give it a little shake, a little check to see if it's happening.
It happens everywhere. We got to be careful.
Most definitely.
Now, online shopping can be easy and convenient, but an online shopping Goliath is now looking at charging more for online items returns. The details coming up.
Plus, he's faced villains on the big screen. Now action star Arnold Schwarzenegger takes on a pothole. Tonight we're learning a little more about this story.
And we still have a chance for some shower activity this evening. Jason Valentine has your first alert forecast next on KAPP KVEW Local News at 6:30.
Portion of KAPP KVEW sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Hello, I'm Alan Brecky from Alan Brecky Law Offices. You know, over the years, our firm has developed a tremendous amount of resources to help protect public safety. Timing, equipment, talent, skill, these are all ingredients of success.
Steps to a brighter future with Merit Resource Services.
When you are in need of substance abuse disorder treatment and your burdens are too much to bear alone, Merit will help. Our experienced and certified staff offers support recovery for all in need by providing access to quality assessment, education, integrated treatment services, and co-occurring services for substance abuse and behavioral health needs. Merit Resource Services, where we believe in recovery for all.
Spring Fever fun has arrived at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Sizzle your way to over $7 grand in cash and free play with 30,000 Spring Fever hot seats every Friday and Saturday. Plus surprise gifts during spring cleaning, swipe and win. Win up to $2,000 cash with our quick cash giveaway and $10,000 bingo April 23rd. With so many ways to win, any day can be yours. Wild Horse Resort and Casino, Pendleton, Oregon. More winners, more often.
Did you know the most common mosquito in our area can travel 5 to 8 miles? Here at Benton County Mosquito Control, our objective is to provide effective mosquito control for your home, neighborhood, and community. Our friendly mosquito control technicians use mosquito population monitoring, educational programming, and a variety of field techniques to reduce mosquitoes in your area. Reduce areas of standing water around your home to help control mosquitoes. For more help, give us a call or visit us online at www.mosquitocontrol.org. Benton County Mosquito Control, where your comfort and health become a priority.
Does shopping for bladder control products have you feeling like you need someone to be on the lookout for you? Now you have your privacy back. We're HDIS, and we home deliver bladder control products directly to you. We're always on the lookout for you. You get free shipping in plain, unmarked boxes. So your private matters, stay private. We understand how you feel. For over 35 years, we've delivered bladder control products to millions of Americans, just like you. You don't have to worry about incontinence any longer. Call now for your free product sample pack and over $45 in money-saving coupons. At HDIS, we're always in stock. We carry all brands in hundreds of styles and sizes. You'll be sure to get what you need, guaranteed.
For your free sample pack with your free catalog and $45 in money-saving coupons and free product samples, call 800-257-0683. That's 800-257-0683.
What was once a lumber mill is now a waterfront park.
Beautiful. It's a chance to get out and get some exercise and enjoy.
Fly the Northwest over Atlas Mills Park.
And it's just been incredible.
KAPP Local News at 6, Tuesday.
Hello, I'm Alan Brecky from Alan Brecky Law Offices. You know, over the years, our firm has developed a tremendous amount of resources to help protect public safety. Timing, equipment, talent, skill, these are all ingredients of success.
Welcome back, everyone. We brought you this story last night. Former California Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger says he filled a pothole to help his Los Angeles neighbors.
Yeah, but the story doesn't end there. The city says he's terminated a service trench the gas company was using. Jeannie Mose explains.
Check out what Arnold Schwarzenegger is terminating these days. A pothole. Or is it? There he is, filling what he describes as a giant pothole that's been screwing up cars and bicycles in his Los Angeles neighborhood. One driver stopped to say thanks.
This is crazy. For 3 weeks I've been waiting for this hole to be closed.
Thank you. Bye. Movie Arnold is the one always causing the damage to roadways, but faced with this hole, Arnold tweeted, "I always say, let's not complain, let's do something about it." Many cheered him on with his own one-liners.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Hasta la vista, pothole. Others took pot shots at his technique, saying in a week or two the asphalt will sink and need a top-up, in which case,
I'll be back.
Maybe don't come back. LA's Department of Public Works tells CNN it's not a pothole. It was a service trench permitted for a project by SoCal Gas a little over a year ago. It was Rod Stewart who was filling potholes near his mansion in England. Rod cited his Ferrari.
My Ferrari can't go through here at all.
As for the Terminator, one post renamed him the Tarminator. Sort of makes sense when you recall that he once made a dramatic entrance naked in a pothole of his own creation. Jeannie Mose, CNN, New York.
Well, Arnold, he meant well, but maybe there needed to be a little bit more clear signage that is a useful pothole.
Or maybe leave it up to the city.
Absolutely,
they are the experts.
Yes.
You know,
hey, there's some potholes in many cities across the U.S. We should enlist these celebrities to come
there we go.
help Public Works out.
Now, KVEW First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Thursday evening, everyone. Again, hope you had a wonderful day today, and hope you have a great weekend planned. It should be pretty nice, so maybe a little shower activity. So today, nice but chilly. We're still well below our averages for this time of year. Small showers are possible, but it is warmer this weekend. Just not as warm as we were thinking even just yesterday. So I'll get to that in my forecast coming up. But let's take a look at the futurecast. We just have little bips and bobs of shower activity in our region. Those are going to be moving out, though we could see just a hint of precipitation in the Pendleton, Walla Walla areas or the foothills of the Blues in our overnight period. But for your Friday itself, we are seeing mostly sunny skies. It is going to be a gorgeous Friday, start to your weekend. But as we get into Saturday morning, we could see just a hint of shower activity in Ellensburg and Yakima to start your morning. Then it'll fan out a bit into the Tri-Cities, Blue Mountain region. And again, these showers are going to be very, very quick, so shouldn't really disrupt too many plans. And as we head on into Saturday evening, things will settle down. Just maybe a little bit of cloud coverage as we get to the evening hours. But really great traveling conditions for your weekend. And if you're going to be outside, just keep an eye out for maybe a shower or two. So our temperature trend, this is for the Tri-Cities, averages around 66 degrees for this time of year. We're going to be right at it for our weekend. So for all of our cities, at worst, upper 50s for your weekend, mid to lower 60s for the rest of our cities. But then we'll be cooling down into our next work week. And this has, again, been the pattern since late March, where we're just a little bit off our temperatures and warming up a bit for our weekend. So winds today, they were around 10 miles per per hour or so. A little bit of breezy conditions. They're going to slow down into our weekend, but as we move into the next work week, we are going to be seeing winds starting on Sunday right around 10 miles per hour. So a little bit of breezy conditions into your next work week, but no real wind events and no real rain events look to be on the horizon. So our highs still well below our average for this time of year for Yakima, 63. Overnights with those clear, mostly clear skies will be very chilly overnight. For the Tri-Cities, 7 degrees off our average, but right at it for our overtime low. So our countdown, tax day, folks, is next week on your Tuesday. That's 5 days away. 2 weeks away from the NFL draft right here on KAPP KVEW ABC. Always looking forward to that, and the coverage will last through that weekend. And Mother's Day, just a month away. So in our overnight period, we are going to be mostly calm and pretty darn nice. We are going to see right around the freezing mark for the Yakima Valley and Kittitas Valley areas. A little bit warmer for the Mid-Columbia and the Blue Mountain region. As we head into our Friday, should be a very, very nice day and more sunshine in the morning hours. Lower 60s, mid to upper 50s as we slowly warm up towards our weekend. 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. And again, more sunshine than not for the week ahead. And again, a scant amount of showers in and out. And that looks to be the pattern where we could see just a quick shower or two. But as I said, no real rain or precipitation events on the way. Besides our weekend, we're going to remain right around that 60-degree mark. Overnight lows are well above the freezing mark. In the Yakima region, mid-50s pretty much, mid to upper 50s besides our weekend coming up. But again, more sunshine on the way. So folks, a pretty darn nice day today, and we're going to have an even better Friday on the way tomorrow.
It's our 25th anniversary in May, but we just couldn't wait. So let the $225,000 Silver Jubilee celebration begin now at Legends Casino Hotel. Use your Legends Rewards Players Club card to earn entries for cash drawings on Thursdays and a chance at a new Mercedes C300 on April 27th. Use your card when playing your favorite slot machine for a chance to win a coveted silver ticket and a spot at the Jubilee Game Board on May 31st, where we'll give away over $200,000. Only at Legends Casino Hotel, within winning distance.
Every 15 minutes, someone is involved in a semi-truck collision in the U.S. Whatever the cause, big trucks mean big crashes, resulting in serious, even fatal injuries, large medical bills, and loss of wages. If you've been injured in a crash with a big rig, call Abeta Nelson Injury Law today. We've handled the most big truck accidents in Central Washington over the last 40 years, recovering millions for our clients. Abeta Nelson, we take your injury personally.
We're seeing customers come in every single day, pros that are using battery equipment.
Making the switch to battery was one of the best decisions that we made as a company.
We made the switch to battery-powered equipment to be ahead of the industry.
It's made in America, and I wanted something that was built here.
This is where the world is headed. It's better to be ahead of it now than get on it later.
Built for you. Built for work. Real steel. Find yours.
Are you ready to hit the road and make unforgettable memories with your family? Look no further than our RVs, designed with comfort and adventure in mind.
If you're looking for a high-quality trailer at the right price, this is the place.
My experience at Broadmoor RV has been professional, on time. They answer all my questions.
The RV we have now is pretty spacious compared to what we had before. It feels like a home away from home.
Broadmoor RV makes camping fun.
Your work is your calling. It drives your days and powers your nights. But if your teeth no longer work as hard as you do, Aspen Dental is here with smile replacement solutions that work for your life. Whether it's your first step or a fast fix, you can get in today for all your denture needs, all at an affordable price. Right now, get new dentures for $30 per month per arch with 60 months financing. $1,770 total payments including interest. Aspen Dental, anything to make you smile. Book today.
It's spring, when weather can change fast. Just another reason to trust KAPP KVEW First Alert Weather.
To make sure changing weather doesn't ruin your plans, don't miss my forecast.
First Alert Weather from KAPP KVEW Local News, helping keep you and your families safe.
Next extra, after news drops that Meghan will not attend the King's coronation. Any big performers that have backed out, all the royal plans, from the guest list to a Cinderella-esque golden carriage. Next extra.
Tonight at 7:30 on KAPP KVEW. Portion of KAPP KVEW sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back, everyone. E-tailer Amazon now taking steps to reduce the number of online order returns. The company will charge a $1 fee to return items to UPS stores if there's a Whole Foods, Amazon Fresh store, or Kohl's store closer to the delivery address. Amazon owns Whole Foods and Amazon Fresh and has a return partnership with Kohl's. The company also started flagging frequently returned products on its website in hopes that some customers might pause before purchasing them. Other companies such as J.Crew, Abercrombie & Fitch are also now charging fees for online returns.
New at 6:30, an opportunity to help hungry felines in our region. Tumbleweed Cat Rescue is now hosting a pet food drive throughout the Tri-Cities through the end of April. The organization says it has seen an increase in requests for resources, and it aims to raise more than 1,500 pounds of pet food. You can find donation bins at 14 locations around the Tri-Cities, including at Horseheaven Hills Pet Urgent Care, Lazy River Tap House, Paws Natural Pet Emporium, Ranch and Home, and Moonshot Brewing.
Summer travel excitement. Delta Airlines now reporting record advance bookings for this summer, despite tickets costing 17% more this year. The carrier reporting $163 million in earnings for the first 3 months of the year. That's after a $784 million loss a year earlier. Delta is also giving workers a 5% raise, even though most of its employees do not belong to a union. Summer, looking forward to the just warm weather of summer, if not travel.
Warm weather, and we're going to take a look at your final forecast coming up next.
Unbelievable, life-changing, first on GMA. His urgent need for a kidney donor and an unlikely match, his own wife.
I'm here to donate a kidney to my husband.
Tomorrow, their emotional story.
I mean, it's incredible.
On Good Morning America.
Hi, I'm Stan. Welcome to my Stan Talk. My theory, it's called Triple Play because you can have fun on land, sea, and air. On land, bowling, XD Dark Ride, and others. At sea, all the slides and pools in Raptor Reef Indoor Water Park. In air, the ropes course, Nebula Drop Tower, and new zip ride. Or maybe the owner just liked triple cheeseburgers. Thanks, everyone!
Triple Play has fun for everyone, including the brand new zip line ride. And it's all attached to a cozy hotel.
Mildly entertaining. I will take that.
Come shop the largest selection of RVs in the Tri-Cities at Appleway RV. Save big on Class A's, Class C's, travel trailers, toy haulers, and fifth wheels. Shop America's top brands, Rockwood, Tiffin, Newmar, Dynamax, and more. With a huge selection of pre-owned RVs. Plus, get maximum value for your trade. All with no payments for 90 days. Come shop the clearance event at Appleway RV Pasco.
This is a town called Basic. It's pretty hard to stand out around here. But if you pull up in a 2023 Nissan Rogue, you'll stand out before your feet even hit the pavement.
Can you make mine look like that?
Anything but basic. The 2023 Nissan Rogue. Get a low $399 per month lease on Rogue or get 0% financing for 36 months on select models.
You rip and tear your old statements and bills, but thieves use this information to steal your identity. Don't be a victim. Get the ID Police, the new ink roller that encrypts all your old documents. So before you throw it out, just roll it on, and your information is gone, both on the front and through the back. Even if the paper is held up to the light, even your medical information is safe with the ID Police. So block it out before you throw it out. Order now and get your ID Police for as low as $9.99 and get free shipping too. This offer is not available on Amazon, so call or click now to get your ID Police for as low as $9.99 with free shipping. Order now.
Call 1-800-803-0512. That's 1-800-803-0512. Or visit getidpolice.com. So call 1-800-803-0512 now.
April is National Foot and Ankle Health Awareness Month. Maintain a healthy weight. Excess pounds can cause stress fractures and foot pain. More at yaktrinews.com.
Prosser Orthopedic Center podiatrist Dr. Jared Clifford is accepting new patients. This is how we care.
KAPP KVEW First Alert Weather, helping keep you and your family safe.
All right, folks, let's get you ready for your Friday tomorrow. Plenty of sunshine. My goodness, highs are going to be in the lower 60s for the Tri-Cities as we just slowly warm up towards our weekend when we return to our average temperatures for this time of year, mid to lower 60s. Yakima area, you're going to be in the upper 50s, warming up, mostly sunny skies. For Walla Walla, mostly sunny skies as well. Still kind of mired for the Blue Mountain region in those mid-50s till we get to the weekend. And Ellensburg, you're warmer, mid-50s, maybe a little bit more cloud coverage as we move along. So again, the last 2 days we've seen a little bit of shower activity in our evening hours. Looks like tomorrow will be dry, but those showers could return as soon as Saturday morning.
All right, spring showers to be expected.
It is April, but hey,
Yes.
May's right around the corner.
Absolutely.
More flowers.
Thank you so much for watching. We're back tonight at 11 o'clock.